What it do, my you boys, coming through once again. And on today's video, we're gonna talk about Swifty Blue because a lot of us drop content, drop videos, including myself, about this 19-man indictment that basically had it for him, right? But is Swifty Blue actually on a green light? Let's talk about this because I don't know, man. You have to pay attention what the internet is putting out there, and maybe it's gonna have you second guess yourself. So before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Does not take nothing from you. At the end of the day, just helping this channel, which I do highly appreciate it. Hit the notification bell because you want to be notified every time we drop a video, right? So for the support, muchas gracias. I highly appreciate every single one of you guys, and I really do, man. So let's get to this story because a lot of us drop content on this because the LA Times basically exposed this indictment, right? And where 19 individuals were indicted in a plot of basically to get Swifty Blue, right? Swifty Blue was in the county jail in 2022 when he got caught with the pistol. In the county, he got sliced inside his cell, right? He got moved to a different part of the county jail, which we don't know where he went to. It's not exposed, so we don't know if he kept it activo or he didn't. And then eventually he got out, right? Now, because of this indictment, because of this senor who supposedly put a green light on this individual and they were plotting to get him, we all assume that he has a green light, right? But tell me, why does Swifty Blue still kicking it with his older homies? See, I heard that the reason why, or most of the times they haven't had never were able to get Swifty Blue, is because he has a brother that has status, right? I don't know how true that is, but that was the rumor. I don't know his brother. I don't know who he is, but that's what some people were saying, that he has a brother, has status, and maybe this has helped Swifty Blue in a way. Why? Because you have to understand. Supposedly, Swifty Blue was paying taxes to this senor, right? Something had to happen. Something had to happen. In the indictment, it says that one of those individuals that is close to this senor was trying to give advice to Swifty Blue about something, right? Swifty Blue brushed him off, and the guy crashed and burned, right? They put a green light on him. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean that he basically had a hard green light where there's no return from it? Or it meant that this individual can actually pay his way back to a chill line, right? He don't got no green line no more, but he had to actually pay for it. Because we have seen Swifty Blue in the streets of LA. Let's not forget, sometimes when a neighborhood mess up, whatever, they're gonna have a green light. Until they come with a certain amount of money, they'll lift up the green light. They have to come with a certain amount of money. Maybe they have to put in some work and stuff like that, and they'll lift this green light off of this individual. So the question is this: the Swifty Blue had to actually pay a certain amount of money is going to be to this individual to actually so they can lift his green light? Because I'm telling you, this guy's in LA kicking it with his older homies, meaning that possibly he don't got the green light no more. You have to think about this. And at this moment is what he's going to do next. If you were to ask me, I don't think he has a green light. At least not no more. You know, whatever's going on with this 19 people is something that came from the investigation, that because of the pegada they did on him, right? Of course, they're gonna search the calls, what happened. They're gonna investigate everybody, and the state is gonna build a case against these 19 individuals who were participating on a criminal act, right? Doesn't have nothing to do with Swifty Blue. Swifty Blue became a victim. He's out on the streets. Possibly he cleared his name, but paying a certain amount of money. Now, what he's gonna do after this? Because are you gonna learn from your mistakes, bad decisions, whatever it was, or you're still gonna push the same uh, energy and maybe crash and burn again, right? As for right now, man, we don't know what's going on with Swifty Blue, but I'm telling you, I don't think he has a green light no more. I think that's something that happened back in those days. That shit got lifted up because I'm pretty sure he got to pay big money. And I know that LA Times put this out there to the public, but it doesn't mean that what the information they're giving out there right now is valid at this moment. Yeah, those guys who did that, yeah, you guys going to the feds, straight up, But and it sucks, man. It sucks because still, when I think about this, I think about that mom, the 66-year-old mom who got on the phone with her son and was like, "No, mijo, the rapero is not good, mijo. That lady's gonna do some time." At the end of the day, man, we wish nothing but the best, Swifty Blue. We don't wish nothing upon nobody, and that's some real stuff. And I do wish that he learns something from this. He keeps it humble, man. He keeps it humble. He keeps doing what he's doing. I have seen videos of Swifty Blue, man, giving back to the community. Not everybody's willing to do that, but I see this individual giving back, man. And at the end of the day, I do believe that he has a nice heart. Yeah, some of us at one point we were knuckleheads. Uh, we believe we knew it all. We wouldn't take no advice from nobody because we like to learn from our own mistakes, right? Our own bad decisions. And tell me how this plays out every time. Not good. But hopefully he matures in a way, understands that he has a second chance if he still don't have the green light, and learns to appreciate that, right? So as for right now, old boy is kicking it with his homeboys. He uploaded a video and where he's kicking it with one of his homeboys. And if he had the green light, trust me, none of his homeboys would like to come on a video with him. So I'm just putting that thing out there. You have to actually see between the lines how everything works, and meaning that just because they put a green line, it doesn't mean that you're screwed, right? Nowadays, well, it always been about the money. It always been about the money. There's different hoods that have been having a green light for the longest, or multiple times, and all they have to do is pay 10 at that time. When I remember this, like 10,000, and maybe put in some more, maybe give up some guns and stuff like that. And that's how it works, man. That's how it works. You don't want to be in that lista. You have to pay something to the big homie to take you out of the lista. And that's just the game. It is the dangerous game. This is not for everybody, man. So I advise individuals, man, like who want. I mean, look at this. You could be a rapper, not be affiliated with nothing. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to answer to nobody. You can just do your thing and collect your money and live a life that is stress free. At least you're not stressing over that stuff like some individuals do. But some people, they grow into that stuff. And I don't know, man. At one point, I guess you have to make a decision of what you want to make of your life, because staying in the hood your whole life, I don't see no benefit off of that. A career like that, when I say a criminal career like that, there's nothing good coming out of it. There's nothing good coming out of it. At the end of the day, if you are continuing with a career like that, you're going to end up in prison doing life. Especially if you're with the business, right? If you're just playing the funk, that's something different. But if you're with the business, you're going to end up in prison for life. And look at this 19 individuals. I don't know if somebody's going to get life right there, but trust me, at least 5 years for sure. So with this being said, I thought I should bring this up because we need to dig a little bit into this, because everybody went with he has the green light, here he has the green light and stuff like that. because everybody went with that. He got the green line, but he's still kicking it with his homeboys. Well, at least with a homeboy, older homeboy. So you have to think about that. So with this being said, we are out of here. Don't forget, man. Always stay true to yourself. Do not be a follower. And do everything or every decision. Do every decision for the benefit of yourself. You know, to improve yourself. Not to stay stuck at the same spot or go backwards. So, ahora sí, we are out. To next video. Gracias.